Hello everybody, it is Arrow back at you today with another video, and today I'm going to be sharing with y'all another Jungle Cup that I competed in. It was through the Ghost Stadium, and if y'all look at my team here, I brought Venusaur, Wigglytuff, Venomoth, Fortress, Lantern, and Noctowl. You're looking at that team, you're like, wait, where's Vigoroth? I didn't bring him to this tournament, and let's see how that panned out for me. In the first round, little spoiler, I forgot to record first round, so I ended up sweeping first round 2-0. I used Wigglytuff, and in that round, pretty easily ended up with the win against Bandit Beartick, and it was I stepped out of class and just forgot to record while I was battling him. So, for the second round, we're going up against Sagittarian Wolf. And his team is Venusaur, Wigglytuff, Noctowl, Lantern, Fortress, Vigoroth. Same team as me, except Vigoroth is switched out for Venomoth. So, yeah. We're going to be going into round 1. And I'm going to be running the team of Lantern, Fortress, and Noctowl. I switched Fortress to the middle because the middle is always my swap. But I like to swap into the middle. So we lead with Lantern, he leads with Vigoroth, and now we're like, okay, that's fine. Because we've played this matchup a lot. And Lantern is going to go ahead and just be doing a lot of damage. I try to get out of there and I try to farm a little with Lantern, then I try to get him out of there, trying to soak a body slam with Fortress. I go ahead and shield the first charge move, and it's a body slam. I'm going to go ahead and let the next charge move come through. I'm going for the heavy slam here. And we're going to be getting a shield. Next charge move comes through. I don't know what happened. I wasn't shielding it anyway, but yeah, y'all can see, like, I don't know what just went down. And he's going to finish out my Fortress, but his Vigoroth is astoundingly low. So I bring in Noctowl thinking he might be going for a Bulldoze to start, and sure enough he doesn't go for a Bulldoze, it's a Body Slam. And so, yeah, that's going to finish off the Vigoroth. Pretty much used a 3 Pokemon to defeat the 1 Vigoroth. So he brings in his own Noctowl. I use a Sky Attack. And I believe I'm going to be switching here in a moment to Lantern. Yes, I do switch to Lantern. I'm just water gunning away. I get off a Thunderbolt. And that Thunderbolt is either going to kill or draw a shield. I get the shield. Perfect. He brings in Fortress. And I'm going to be getting off a Hydro Pump. I go ahead and shield this. It's a Heavy Slam. He had no real gain in using a Heavy Slam there, being down on shields. But he went ahead and used a Heavy Slam. So I'm using the Hydro Pump. This is going to KO the Fortress. And out comes Noctowl. And he's going to be using a Psychic. It's going to finish off the Lantern. It doesn't finish off the Lantern. I switch into my own Noctowl. And I'm going to get a Sky Attack off by under-tapping, and that's going to finish off his Noctowl. So that's round 1 of round 2 of the tournament. Very good battle. Played out really well for me. He kind of caught a bad break, but it's okay. So, round 2. And round 2 is a little interesting. I end up running Venusaur, Lantern, and knocked out. And we'll talk about what happens here. So, this is round 2. I lead Venusaur, he leads Vigoroth. Perfect. Perfect lead. Great situation for me here. Venusaur is going to go ahead and I'm just going to get off as much as I can with Venusaur. He's trying to piggyback. But we're going to be getting off a Frenzy Plant. It's going to take a shield. We're going to go ahead and not shield this. And we're going to shield the second one. And we're going to be getting off a Frenzy Plant. So that's going to draw the other shield. Me chasing those. And we're able to get off a second Frenzy Plant before he gets a shield. So now we're up one shield to none. And we're looking pretty good here. He brings out Noctowl, I believe. No, he brings out Lantern. So I bring out my own Lantern. And we're going to be just Thunderbolt. That's going to do a lot of damage to his Lantern. He switches into Wigglytuff, so I auto switch to Noctowl. And I'm going to get a Sky Attack off. Those Charms are doing a lot of damage, but this Sky Attack is going to do a lot of damage as well. And here's where you can start seeing the lag creep in. I don't know why it was lagging, but we're going to be dying to an Ice Beam. We're going to let this go. Look how much health that his Wigglytuff has. So we get Ice Beam to death there. I'm able to, I'm bringing in Lantern. And what I should be able to do with that little health on his Wigglytuff is just farm away at the Wigglytuff. But because of the lag, I wasn't able to. And so I end up fainting. I sent it in because this is through Ghost Stadium. I sent it in because I missed some bubbles. I would have easily had the Wigglytuff downed. Had quite a large amount of health left. Enough to be able to outlast the other Lantern. And I was able to, I had a shield and I could throw a Thunderbolt at the other Lantern. So when I sent it into Ghost Stadium, I was like, we replayed it, he made a mistake. I don't think that lag should have given him a chance to replenish that mistake. And they looked at it, they said as a group they agreed that I had a clear path to winning the match, so they ruled this as a victory in my favor. So that's why I won round 2. Round 3, we are up against Zombie Gemrid, and his team is going to be Venusaur, Raichu, Noctowl, Fortress, Vigoroth, and Vespiquen versus my team. So in this matchup, I just end up running I believe I just run Lantern, Fortress, and Noctowl, my favorite lineup. He leads off with Fortress. All I have to worry about here is getting the Earthquake. Make sure I don't get hit with it. I overcharge, move my Assistive Touch, and I'm going to be hitting a Thunderbolt. He goes ahead and blocks it, so that means he's valuing that lineup. So I switch into Fortress, thinking I might be able to steal some shields here. Like, save some shields by doing this. So I switch into Fortress. I go ahead and Heavy Slam the Vigoroth, and that's going to do a lot of damage. I don't need to shield anything that Vigoroth's throwing at me now because I've done what I need to with Fortress. He's going to Body Slam. We're going to be Bug Biting away. I'm going to shield this. I think I can try and I'm going to try and knock him out with just Bug Bites. And sure enough, that's what we end up doing. We have an Earthquake sitting there, and that's beautiful. I believe we're going to go straight into an Earth. Well, we wait and see what comes out, because if it's a Noctowl, an Earthquake doesn't help. Nope, we don't wait. We get the Earthquake off, and he's going to either not shield this or shield it. He doesn't shield. Beautiful. It allows for him to farm us a little bit there. I'm going to bring in Noctowl. If it's a Heavy Slam, it hurts. If it's not, if it would have been an Earthquake, it doesn't do the same amount of damage. So he switches in his own Noctowl. I switch into Lantern. That's pretty much a done, dead story for Noctowl. I'm going to, I believe, take this attack. There's no point in not. And it's going to be a Sky Attack, so that was a good decision. I'm going to overcharge the Thunderbolt, and I'm going to throw it. And so that's going to be getting rid of the Noctowl. Now I'm pretty close to more energy, and I'm going to end up getting to that other Thunderbolt, and that's going to finish off Noctowl in round 1. So now we're going into it, and that's round 1 of the battle. This is round 2. I believe I just run the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And maybe switch it up the lineup. No, did I run Venom? I ran Venomoth. Wow. I'm surprised at myself even. I love Venomoth, I really do, but I didn't think I ran it. So I lead Venomoth because I'm expecting a Vigoroth lead, I'm pretty sure. I don't lead Venomoth. I'm guessing. I had it on the team for Vigoroth. That's what I'm pretty sure of. So I lead Lantern. I guess to protect against Venusaur, I put Venomoth on the team. I'm not sure what was going through my head. I'm gonna be honest. Fortress is a better generalist. As you can see, there's a reason Fortress is ranked number 1 above Vigoroth. So Lantern versus Vigoroth. We've seen this before. And we're going to go ahead and fight this out because that's what we like to do here. He's going to be getting all of these counters. We're going to be getting a Thunderbolt. That's going to do quite a bit of damage. Or if he doesn't shield. He shields it. And we switch into Noctowl. I don't think he wanted to do that charge move. But he ends up throwing a Body Slam at me. And another Body Slam at me. And I don't have to shield this, but I do. So, yeah. So that's 2 Body Slams. And we're going to be going up against another Noctowl. We go for the Sky Attack. And we're going to go ahead and do quite a bit of damage. And we're going to end up beating him in the race to a second Sky Attack. And he is either going to shield this or let it go through. And at this point, I'm fine with him letting it go through. I have Lantern to cut. I'm fine with him shielding it and letting mine let the Sky Attack go through, because I have a Lantern in the back for Noctowl. So we're going to be bringing Lantern back in, and Lantern's able to just farm up this Noctowl very easily, and we will have a Thunderbolt ready. for the next Pokemon. So he's going to Psychic me here, there. And we're going to finish off the Noctowl. I'm thinking it might be Vigoroth coming back in, but it's Fortress. So I'm going to Hydro Pump that. And that's going to do a lot of damage. I think I'm going to switch to Venomoth immediately. So I preserve Lantern. I know this is a heavy slam, and I'm not worried about it because it's going to do less than half damage. I'll be put barely into the yellow, and that's something I can take. And so in's coming Vigoroth, and I'm just going to be Silver Winding it. And that's going to end the match with a win. So Venomoth did it really well there. I'm glad I brought him. So, yeah. That's GG's to Zombie Gamorid. And on to round 3. And round 3 is against our good buddy, Peace Love Hugs. And if you don't know Hugs, you need to know Hugs, because he's a mainstay on the channel. And he's also... And if we went by Worlds rankings, how they competed at Worlds, he'd be in the top 4 right now, because he is a runner-up in the Worlds rankings. Great battler, great guy. Yeah, so we're going to be battling him in the final. We battled him in the final of our freestyle tournament, and now we're battling him in the final of our jungle tournament. So let's see how this goes. So we're starting the match off doing what we know, Lantern, Noctowl, and Fortress. Fortress is the switch. And he's going to be leading Vigoroth, I believe. Yep, he leads Vigoroth. Sorry guys, it's a struggle. I need to figure out how to edit videos a little bit better, and I will, but I hope y'all enjoy this regardless. So, out comes Vigoroth, and we've played this matchup a lot. We like this matchup as a Lantern, and if they let us get that Thunderbolt off first, it's very nice. So we're going to go ahead and get that Thunderbolt off first. And switch. It didn't let us switch there, so we're just going to be forced to eat this charge move. Oh, we go ahead and shield because we're worried about a bulldoze. So we go ahead and shield the body slam. So now we're 1-to-1 in shields, and I bring out Fortress. And I'm not shielding whatever he throws at me. It's a bulldoze, I believe, that is coming through. And that's going to do a sizable amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough for me to really worry about. So we're going to go ahead and he switches into Lantern, and I'm going for that Earthquake. If this connects, that really just saved my match. And sure enough, it connects, and we're going to be finishing off the Lantern. Oh, he's going to go ahead and get a Thunderbolt off. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to let that through. And we bring in Noctowl, because Noctowl's main threat is already gone. And Noctowl beats Vigoroth with 1 shield. So Vigoroth has no energy, and his main threat is gone. So that's why we brought in Noctowl there. And we're going to go ahead and eat this shield, eat this body slam. And switch into Lantern to farm out the rest of this Vigoroth. We're not shielding this, there's no need to. That body slam is going to do a good amount of damage, and he switched out there. So we're going to be getting a Thunderbolt off here. And he decides not to shield. So what we're going to do here is we're going to farm a little bit off of this. We're going to go ahead and shield that. Heavy Slam is going to be shielded. We're trying to keep stored energy, so we go ahead and get one sky attack off, and I believe he shields this one. We have another sky attack ready. We do one charge move to preserve some more energy, and so we can try to beat Vigoroth to a charge move if we need to. And that's going to take out the fortress. Out comes Vigoroth, and we're going to be able to finish off with just straight wing attacks, I believe. Yeah, we ended up finishing it off with just wing attacks. That was really close. That was such a great battle. So second round, I believe we run the same lineup, just switch the lead to knockdown. And I believe he starts off with Vigoroth again. Actually, I think he switched it. I don't remember. I'm sorry. He leads Lantern, so at this point we're just like, oh god, that's bad. There ain't much you can do in this little matchup here. So he switched into Fortress, knowing we need our Lantern for a knockdown. He brings in Vigoroth. We're going to be getting one heavy slam off. And then we're going to be getting... No, he doesn't shield. And at that point, we're really confused. So, yeah, he's going to be throwing another charge move. We go ahead and shield it. It's Body Slam. And we get a heavy slam off. So now we don't need to shield another one. Another charge move. Because we got what we wanted out of Fortress. 2 charge moves. So we're not shielding this attack. It's going to be another Body Slam coming through, I believe. Yeah, it's a Body Slam. And we're just going to be trying to feint down the Vigoroth. And we end up doing it. So that's like a huge win in my opinion. I'm so, like, we're looking good. Whatever he brings out, it's not really going to matter. It's Lantern. I'm going to bring out my own Lantern. And I'm going to be eating this shield. Eating this attack. And I believe he switches into Fortress. Yep, shiny flex of a Fortress. I switch him to Knockdown. And I'm going to get off a Sky Attack. And I'm going to eat this Heavy Slam. And Knockdown is going to be... I'm going to get to the Sky Attack, but I decide not to use it. Knowing I doubt it. I should have used it, but I didn't want to for a reason. I wanted to save that energy for... I wanted Lantern to be able to farm this energy. So I get off a Thunderbolt. He's going to go ahead and shield. I get off another Thunderbolt before he can. And that's going to do a lot of damage. And it was really close, but his Lantern's going to end up having a little bit more health than mine before I can get to any more charge moves. So he's going to go ahead and win the second round of the championship. He's got like 5 HP left. So that was really, really close. So for the third round, we're going to be bringing in Venusaur, Lantern, and Knockdown. I did not want to bring Venusaur because I knew he had Dustox, Knockdown, and Fortress. So we were taking a big gamble by bringing him. But let's see how this worked out. So out comes Venusaur, and bam, Vigoroth lead. We're like, yes. Because now there's only one thing that he has, probably, because I'm thinking he brought Lantern. There's only one thing he has that can kill us, probably, and we have that covered in the back. We're going to go ahead and shield the first Body Slam, and get off a Frenzy Plant. No, he goes ahead and brings out Fortress. So I bring out Noctowl. And I'm so glad I didn't use a charge move there. We go ahead and eat the Heavy Slam. We're going to get off a Sky Attack. Oh, sorry. And that's going to do quite a bit of damage there. And we're going to get to another Sky Attack here. He's going to either shield or just take it. I believe that he just takes it. He lets him go. So out comes Lantern. And we're just going to be going for a Sky Attack here. We're thinking Lantern might have a charge move already by the time that the next Pokemon comes out, so we're going to be bringing in to that Lantern. We're going to be bringing in the Mirror. He goes ahead and switches out. I switch into Venusaur, go straight into a charge move, a Frenzy Plant. He's going to get a shield. And we're going to win the race to the second one. So we're going to get another shield here. And we're going to not shield. Oh, we do shield. And we're going to be getting off another Frenzy Plant, I believe. Yes, we get off another Frenzy Plant. That's going to go ahead and knock out the Vigoroth. His Lantern's got to use the shield. Got to use the charge move to get rid of this Venusaur. That's going to finish off Venusaur pretty easily. Lantern's down to half health pretty much. Out comes my Lantern. Full health versus half health. We're going to be able to finish this off regardless. He's going to get a Thunderbolt off. That's going to take me down to about half health, but I have a Thunderbolt ready in the next few fast moves, and we're going to be using that Thunderbolt to finish off the match and take out his Lantern to win our remote Jungle Cup tournament without using Vigoroth on the team of 6. I think that's pretty impressive. I was really happy with it. Vigoroth, a mainstay on so many teams. Like, it's very rare you see a team without a Vigoroth. Everyone else in this tournament had one. Everyone in the other tournament I competed in had one. Whenever I actually did bring one. So yeah, it just meant a lot. It was really exciting for me to finish off a tournament and win without it. If y'all enjoyed that, go ahead and leave a like, comment what you thought about it, and subscribe if you're new. It's been Arrow, guys. GG's.